Well, how do you do, everybody? Welcome to basketball action as the new Trier Trevians take on Chicago Uplift, which is a north side school, Clarendon Park area, in basketball action in the Proviso West Tournament. And we're all set to get underway with this one. And the Trevians win the opening tip. And for Sean Boyd, back up top. Hamas goes for the three. Swishery for three.
Scoring a three by David Hamas.
So David Hamas starts the scoring for the Trevians. Uplift is north side, not too far from Wrigley Field, uptown community. Wilson Avenue. Kind of Wilson and Sheridan in the city. And foul. They are highly regarded, but I noticed I've seen them play in two other games, bits and pieces, and the one thing I noticed is they're not as disciplined as the Trevians are. Abels gave it in to Boyd, back up top. Hamas to the side, back to Hamas, goes for another three. Swishery for three, and right off the bat, the Trevians with a 6-point lead. Glad to have you on the network. Basketball action. Obviously, first time these two schools have ever met. Uplift is a new school. Put back, no. Oh, yes, it was. It was good. McCaffrey gave it back to Hamas. Back to McCaffrey. Sean Boyd. Matt McCaffrey, and McCaffrey got fouled. He inbounded. Ricky Samuelson. Hamas. Back to Samuelson. On the rotation. Abels. And he took the shot and missed everything. And back the other way quickly. A little run and gun action in for the deuce.
Basket by 13, Roscoe.
Hamas. And the foul. And Sean Boyd goes to the line. First quarter action. Basketball here on the network. Second one's good. And Trevian lead at 3. Kicked up top. And a little traveling music maestro. Trevian get the basketball back. Samuelson gave it back to Hamas. Far side, all the way across for Samuelson. And bounced around in the air and stolen away by the Uplift team. Run and tried the gun, couldn't do it. Back the other way comes Abels. Abels spinorama up and in. So Robbie Abels with the deuce. Stop. Tries to drop a three. Nope. And then the foul. Trevians with the basketball. In for Boyd. Quickly. Abels goes for the three. No, wide left. Or right, rather. And then Sean Boyd picks up the rebound and puts it up. Back the other way. Uplift with the basketball. Trevians with the lead. Trying to work his way in. Took the shot. No, got fouled. Gets the first. And the second as well. 5-point Trevian lead early in the going. McCaffrey, Hamas, Samuelson, Boyd, underneath, and the foul. And on the inbound, Robbie Abels puts it in. Back the other way, up and no. Kick out high. Thought better of taking the three-point shot. Reestablished the play. In the corner. Tried to drive the baseline, back it in. Kicked it back out high, no. Put back is no good. Third time is the charm. Hamas. Give it over here to Samuelson, back to Hamas. To McCaffrey on the far side, all the way across, over here to the near side. Hamas. Samuelson. Abels underneath, and the easy deuce on the reverse layup by Matt McCaffrey. And the deuce, no. Put back, no. And again, third time the charm. Boy, you can't be giving them multiple rebounds like that. Gonna eventually hurt you a little bit. Samuelson. All the way across. McCaffrey gave it to Abels, who finished it off. Walked across the timeline. Kicked out, and they'll reset it to the top of the key, and no. Put back is good.
Jeremy Roscoe with the rebound and basket.
Hamas gave it over to Samuelson after McCaffrey had it for a little bit. Back to Hamas. Matt McCaffrey. And off the ball foul. Out high. Hamas gave it to Snyder just into the game. And stolen. Intended for Jordan Thomas on that pass. And the rotation. Going for the three. No. Trevians with the rebound. Robbie Abels. Abels trying to go coast to coast. Put it up and in.
Robbie Abels again for two.
And the two, no. Again, a rebound and 2 points off the rebound. It's the third time or fourth time down the floor that's happened. Abels. He's double teamed and fouled. Hamas to Jordan Thomas. JT gives it to Hamas. To Snyder. We're on some benches, the stands. We're in the stands here, and there will be some bouncing that goes on here. It's nothing more than people walking up and down the stands. Hamas. We're in the field house at Proviso West. And going for the three. No, at the buzzer. Trevians lead by 5 at the end of the first quarter. We'll be back with more here on the Metro Chicago Sports Network. The Metro Chicago Sports Network is seen both on cable and on the internet. Check out our broadcasts and continue to watch the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Alcohol consumption on school grounds is illegal under Illinois law, even in the outside areas. Watching a baseball game or a football game, it is illegal. A message in the public interest from the Metro Chicago Sports Network. And Chicago Uplift High School inbounds it here on the Metro Chicago Sports Network, and we've started the second quarter. And no, got the rebound. Try again, no. And yet again, third time, no. This time, Trevians finally get a rebound. Jordan Thomas gave it off. Hamas inside for Abels. Snyder had it. Now Samuelson to Snyder, and his shot was blocked. And back the other way. The Titans with the basketball. Brought out high. Now turn around. And he just waits, takes the shot. Nope. Hamas. Samuelson to Jordan Thomas. To Hamas. To Snyder. To Abels. Hamas. Kick back out. Into the paint. And no. And the Titans with the rebound. And pulled out. Going to be a little more deliberate now. And 5 seconds. He's a little too deliberate. He held the ball for 5 seconds. Trevians get the basketball back. Samuelson, Hamas. And on the attempt at the backdoor play, deflected away. And a run and gun try for the slam and jam didn't work. And offensive foul.
This first, Team 7.
JT. Underneath. And tried for the wait. Couldn't wait long enough. And it was stuffed. Titans, a little jumper, good for the deuce.
Sultan, the basket.
Jordan Thomas into the paint. Back up top. Again, the rotation. And stolen on the pass intended for JT, and the layup for the deuce. And Jordan Thomas from David Hamas. Back to Hamas. And Hamas works his way across the timeline. To the side, Abels. Now in for Sean Boyd, back to JT. And JT goes for the three and hits it. Swissery for three for Jordan Thomas. And the shot, no. And the bump. And Ricky Samuelson goes to the line. And it's the front end of the one and. To the side. Back over to the far side. And going for the three. No. Got the rebound. Couldn't strong arm it up. Trevians get it the other way. David Hamas. Hamas. And kicked it over to the corner. And Trevians going to take a timeout here. Trevians up by 4. Abels. Jordan Thomas. Abels. Underneath. A little backdoor, and that was blocked. And I think that was a Matt McCaffrey shot. And stolen by McCaffrey. What goes around comes around. Matt McCaffrey. Kicks it to the side, back up top. Jordan Thomas. Deshaun Boyd. Up top. And nearly stolen. It was stolen. Adam King trying for the pass. Looking for the back door, and he traveled. I'm a traveling man, been a lot of places all over the world. The inbound. Jordan Thomas. Thomas gets it back. He tried to go back to Ryan Hack, and that was stolen. Trevians have to do a little better job of ball control. And a foul, or he stepped out of bounds, or something like that. I think he stepped out of bounds. It's hard to tell because the lines on this court are not well defined. And again, David Hannes with another 3.
That's his third 3.
A switchery for 3 for Hannes. Into the paint. Goes for the 2. Count it, and the foul. Chance of the 3-point play the other way.
It's good.
And the hard way, and got it. Jordan Thomas. David Hamas. Robbie Abels. In for Jordan Thomas. Tried to shoot through all the trees. Now loose on the floor. Scrum around. Kick back out. And there's the shot. No. And the Titans back the other way. They're very close to the lake, Uplift High School. Clarendon Park. Weiss Memorial Hospital just around the corner from the school. To the side. And the turnaround, nope. Jordan Thomas with the rebound. And he will bring it up the floor. JT gave it off to Samuelson. In for Boyd. Back to Hamas. Samuelson back out top. Jordan Thomas. Samuelson. Abels. JT back to Abels. Back to JT. Back to Robbie Abels. Back to JT. Over to the far side. Samuelson. No, that wasn't Samuelson. Hamas. Back to Jordan Thomas. And a hand check. And Jordan Thomas goes to the line. And gets the front end of the 1-half. And gets the back end as well. From the outside, nope. And that'll do it for the first half. Trevians lead by 6. We'll be back with more here on the Metro Chicago Sports Network. The Metro Chicago Sports Network, seen on YouTube as well. Go to the Metro Chicago Sports Network homepage, and it will give you the list of all the games that we've put up on the internet and all the highlights and things like that that are also up there. That's the Metro Chicago Sports Network homepage to find out all the broadcasts of the Metro Chicago Sports Network on YouTube. Players play the game, not the parents or the fans in the stands. Be a positive role model, relax, and enjoy the game. A message in the public interest from the Metro Chicago Sports Network. And the Trevians have inbounded this one. We've started the third quarter on the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Up top. Inside for Boyd. Back up top. Hamas to Jordan Thomas. And off the defender. In for Sean Boyd. Kicked it back out. And Trevians regroup it again. Sean Boyd, turnaround jumper. No. Might have been partly deflected. And the shot rims. Comes back out. Trevians have it. Hamas up ahead quickly. Abels. Now back to Robbie Abels. Over here to JT. Jordan Thomas will set the play. Samuelson up, no. And Trevians have hit a little dry spot here in their scoring. To the basket, no. But the foul missed the front end of the two-shot foul. And made the second. Hamas. Gave it off to Snyder. And David Hamas pulls it back out. Gave it to JT. Abels. Back to Robbie. Goes for the three and no. Loose on the floor now, picked up. Back the other way quickly. Tried for the run and gun. And was short. Tried a second time. No, but a foul in there. And I think it was Mark Snyder that fouled him. First of the two shots. A bit heavy. Second one in and out. Snyder with the rebound. Hamas to Jordan Thomas. Jordan across the timeline. Back up top. Snyder. Samuelson and a little backdoor. And Robbie Abels with the deuce. And drive to the basket, put it in. 4-2. Jordan Thomas. David Hamas. And kick back out high. Snyder. Robbie Abels, and he'll take a three. And again, short. Underneath. Goes for the two, no. Foul. And again, going to the line for two. First shot is good. And Trevian lead is at 4 with the second free throw coming here. the Proviso West Tournament. That one's good. And it's a 3-point Trevian lead. Up ahead, McCaffrey, Thomas, Ricky Samuelson, McCaffrey to Hamas, back to McCaffrey to Abels. Samuelson, and again a backdoor. This time missed it. Robbie Abels didn't use the glass. Up and again a foul, this time a player control foul. Samuelson got the inbound pass, gave it back to Hamas. David Hamas over to McCaffrey, in for Snyder. Kicked it back out. And the nice little jumper by David Hamas from the paint. Titans with the basketball. And the lead. The Trevians have the lead. And the shot and the deuce from the baseline.
Basket's good by Olabegi.
Hamas. David Hamas gave it over on the far side. Robbie Abels inside. And the shot attempt, no, but the foul, and Mark Snyder goes to the line. And this is the first. This is the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Glad to have you on the network, wherever you may be enjoying this game. On cable, on internet. We're seen also on New Trier Television, Comcast, Highland Park Access, AT&T Uverse, YouTube. Got lots of places you can watch us. Don't know which one you are watching us on, but hope you enjoy the broadcast and the foul.
Teams 4.
Inbounded, Abels. And saved. Jordan Thomas, nearly a backcourt violation. Across Jordan Thomas. Jordan drives, and the underhand scoop didn't quite work. Back the other way, stop, and drop. Deuce.
And with the basket.
And McCaffrey. Jordan Thomas. Sean Boyd back out top. McCaffrey. Jordan Thomas. Back to McCaffrey. McCaffrey. And drives to the basket. Puts it in. Drives the paint. Such that there is on this particular floor. All the way across, over here to the near side. The shot up and in for the two. David Hamas. Gave it off. Matt McCaffrey. One of the things about this tournament, too, is that, and a backdoor, and David Hamas for the two. About this tournament is that lots of times teams come out playing better. Really come together as teams. And it's not necessarily the team that wins. It's a team that comes out fired up. Sometimes it's somebody else, and it's just like, what? They didn't show anything in the first half of the season, so to speak, and then all of a sudden, again, Spinorama, backdoor, no, rolls it over the rim. Trevian lead at 3. Tried to draw the player control foul. Trevian's got the rebound anyway. Jordan Thomas. And he traveled, got away with it. Inside, 2 shots. Both tried to strong arm up and couldn't do so. Now the foul.
To try to give Uplift their first lead.
And the first one no yet. Third quarter action on the Metro Chicago Sports Network. And the second one's no good. Jordan Thomas. And had it poked away a little bit. Samuelson, no. And the putback, no. A foul, no. Just out of bounds to the Trevians. At the buzzer, no. At the end of the third quarter, the Trevians' lead is just a single digit. We'll be back with more. The fourth quarter in just a moment here on the network. Check out the Metro Chicago Sports Network website homepage. It has a list of all the games, current games and past games that we've posted on the internet, on YouTube, including all our edited up videos for our 50,000 sports event that we worked. Had those videos put up in the last couple of weeks. So check them out. And check out the homepage. A North Shore epidemic. Teenage substance abuse. Drinking and drugs. Let's stop it. A message in the public interest from the Metro Chicago Sports Network. And it's been inbounded by the Titans of Chicago Uplift. To the side, going and short and wide. Going for the basket. Jordan Thomas. Abels back up top to JT. Back to Abels. Samuelson to Jordan. Now Samuelson for the 3. Swisheree for 3. So Ricky Samuelson with the 3. And the Trevian lead at 4. Try to strong arm his way in. Nope. And then a loose ball foul, going for the rebound. Jordan Thomas. JT to Samuelson. In Hamas. Gave it off to Boyd, and he got stuffed, but he got fouled doing it. And Boyd hits the first. And a couple of substitutions. And makes the second. And Trevians have built that lead back up. Titans being a little deliberate. To the corner. Inside, back out top. And again, reset the play. Underneath, up, no on the 2. Trevian's got the rebound. Abels. Give it to Hamas. He might have even traveled passing that away. Hamas, coast to coast with the deuce. Nice little scoop. Back out high. And go for the three. No. Abels gives it to Hamas. David Hamas dished it off. Boyd. No. Wide right. Trying to go coast to coast. And the Titans can't finish it off. Robbie Abels. Hamas. Boyd. Jordan Thomas. You know, it's very hard to tell. You know, Chicago Uplift, they count the basket by Hamas, and the foul, he goes to the line. Because, you know, with the size differences, you can have a team that's very good in the one size, but they're playing somebody in a, you know, the 2 or 3 levels up from you, and you know, the size difference. That's the reason they did that, is so that the small school, big school issue doesn't occur in the state playoffs. Give the small schools and their talent pool a different option than the bigger schools. And Samuelson missed the shot. Jordan Thomas had it. Gives it back outside. Now Sean Boyd. Hamas. Now Samuelson to Hamas. To Matt McCaffrey. And for Sean Boyd. Samuelson back to Boyd, back to Samuelson. McCaffrey underneath. And the foul. And a chance to go up by 10 here are the Trevians. No, they won't do it. Couple of substitutions. And Sean got one of the two. Trevians are up by 9. Fourth quarter action. Proviso West Tournament. Titans no. And up ahead, Jordan Thomas. Of course, I've also always said, and whoopsies. And the Titans have it. And the foul. It's not the size of the school that matters. It's a lot more. There are a lot of other intangibles that are a part of it. The least of which being what sort of youth program, developmental program you have that makes a difference. If it were strictly size of the school, oh my, found Abels. And Abel puts it on. Robbie Abels with the basket. David Hamas. Hamas. Now foul. And nearly stolen. Trevians, Robbie Abels picked it up. Now nearly stolen again, and loose on the floor, bouncing around, and the shot, yes, finally. On some rugged play on the floor. Up ahead, and now the foul.
Jordan Thomas to shoot one, and the bonus.
And they ended up actually calling it on the wrong guy, but I think the actual guy who had the foul, they ended up calling it on number 1, But the guy that actually had the foul, I think, was either 13 or 20. 13, I think. I think he was the one that actually had it, but he's got 4 fouls, so they changed it. And nice job, ends up as a 3-point play. As Ricky Samuelson puts in the sky hook. From the outside, the deuce no. The putback good for 2.
Tip in by number 11, Earl Levine.
Hamas. They're trying to take a timeout. 7-point lead. JT. Hamas. Up ahead Samuelson, and he gets bumped. We're getting to the point now where it's almost deliberate fouls. Samuelson misses the first. Trevians in the super bonus. Got the second. Back the other way. Nope. Underneath. Shot. And still the Titans control it. Chicago Uplift. Going for the 3. No. Jordan Thomas. And Thomas gets fouled. Then JT will go to the line. And he misses the first. Makes the second. Of course, one of the other things about big school, small school, I go back to the Illinois. There were 2 Illinois Hoosier movie type games where small school plays big school in the state championship. One of the last games in Huff Gym. In fact, I think they played it in the field house. I don't think they played it at Huff Gym. New Trier, it was Crane versus Cobden, the Cobden Apple Knockers. Cobden is south of Carbondale. About 15 miles, 10, 15 miles south of Carbondale, right on 51. There's a technical in here. So JT has a chance at least 4 points. Well, we'll make it 3 now. And the Trevians will retain possession as well. On a fallout, and he said something on the fallout. Got a technical thrown in on top of that. So
Technical foul shots.
now Jordan shooting the technicals. And then Nutcher will get it out of bounds at midcourt. And he got 3 of the 4. Hamas inbounds it to JT. And an errant pass, and the Titans have it back. And lost the handle trying to turn the corner. Hamas. To Boyd, back to Hamas, back to Sean Boyd. Up ahead. Jordan Thomas, up and in. Got behind the Titans who were trying to steal out front. Spinorama. And the foul. Gets the first. And Trevian's lead at 12. Trevian basketball. Hamas to Jordan Thomas. Jordan Thomas up ahead, and Hamas. No. Take up. It was Abel's, and Abel's step was basically out of bounds and stepped back in. And the 3 ball. Good. David Hamas. McCaffrey, and McCaffrey goes to the line. Matt misses the first. Couple of substitutions. And now McCaffrey goes for the second and hits it. Back the other way. Stop. Shot. No. And the foul, and Sean Boyd to the line. Sean gets the first. And Sean gets the second. Inbounded. Half court, alley-oops it and in for the three. And the Trevians end up winning by 9, 60-51. Join us for our next sports action here on the network. Trevians win 60-51, and we'll continue playing here in the Proviso West Tournament.
In the state tournament.
Join us for our next broadcast on the network, wherever you may be. Hope you enjoyed this one. And for all of us, we say as always, so long, everybody.